If you're still standing, you may be seated. These lights, we must have new light bulbs here. It's hard to see. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. I'm Jim Koelbl. I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President of the University of New England, and I want to welcome you all here today to our Convocation ceremony. I have the privilege today of actually welcoming the largest first-year entering class ever to enter the University of New England. So give yourselves a hand. And if I didn't know we had some upperclassmen here, I would tell you you are also the best-looking entering class, but I can't do that because I'll make some enemies out there. But you're one of the best-looking entering classes. The word convocation, which comes from the Latin origin, means a calling together. It's an academic ritual that dates back many centuries and a tradition that we are using at UNE to welcome new members of our university community. Today, we are calling you and the UNE community together to celebrate the beginning of your academic journey at UNE. And you could not have a stronger, more visionary leader to begin this journey with than our UNE president. Dr. Ripich is our 5th president. Since joining the university in 2006, she has led the university through a period of phenomenal growth and increasing prominence in national rankings. You no doubt have seen the beautiful campuses we have here in Biddeford. Some of you may have been to our Portland campus. We also have a beautiful campus in Tangier, Morocco. Under Dr. Ripich's leadership, the university has built outstanding new facilities, Harold Alfond Forum, where we are today, and launched new colleges, including our College of Pharmacy and the College of Dental Medicine. We have crossed an ocean and become a truly global university. Our students are adding study abroad programs to their learning experiences, and students studying abroad for a semester have increased by over 400%. I'm told that last year, 40% of our largest graduating class ever had some sort of global experience, whether it was a semester abroad or faculty-led trips. That's fantastic, we think. Our research and academic programs have expanded and have opened a world of possibilities for you, including a new location on Ram Island due to the Saco River, a gift from generous donors. This gift gives the UNE Marine Science program a new venue for research. You enter your journey in good hands, based on what I have seen over the past few years and what is planned for the future. The 4 years ahead of you promise to be just as exciting as the past 10 years. And so, as she begins her 11th year as president of the University of New England, please join me in welcoming Dr. Danielle Ripich.
Good afternoon. This is a really special day as we anticipate the beginning of your college career. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to the University of New England. Incoming students, we are so pleased that you have chosen the University of New England for your education. We welcome you to our community of learners, and we look forward to including you in all the things that are going to be happening on our campuses. Please know we appreciate you, and we look forward to getting to know you better in the days and weeks ahead. To the faculty, staff, returning students, friends of the university who are present, I hope we will all reach out and connect with each other and make our new students feel at home. I'd like to speak for a minute to our new class of Nor'easters and thinking about you as you head in tomorrow to that first day of your college career. Before you do that, I thought it was worthwhile to take just a few moments and reflect on what it means to be a student. This is a role that you're familiar with, but not in a college student sense. We're all really students in all phases of our lives, if we're lifelong learners, which I hope you will become. The world presents us with countless new experiences through our lives, and this is the way that we enhance our own lives and enhance our understanding of that life, provided, of course, that we maintain that openness for learning. I spent time this summer in Ireland, and every evening I would build a fire and read from Irish writers that I enjoy, past and present. William Butler Yeats is a favorite of mine. I highly recommend him to those of you that haven't read him. So as I was thinking of this time with you and reflecting on the fires and Yeats, I was reminded of one of my favorite quotes, and I want to share it with you today. "Education is not about the filling of a pail," Yeats said, "but about the lighting of a fire." The fire, of course, is a metaphor for the curiosity that burns within each engaged student, bringing light to new ideas, to new ways of thinking, and bringing light to fields of knowledge previously obscured by darkness. Don't think of yourself as a vessel to be filled, to be spoon-fed information from our wise and all-knowing faculty, but you are not a pail here to be filled up. Think of yourself instead as an active agent as part of a community of learners. Our job is to provide the kindling and even the spark, and this talented, committed faculty will do that for you, I promise. But your job is to let that fire burn wherever it may lead you. Let your intellectual curiosity be ignited on this beautiful campus. Let it burn with the sort of intensity that brings clarity to your thinking and illuminates the dark corners where new knowledge lies, waiting to be discovered. As I've said, all this talk about fires and fire starting is mostly meant metaphorically, but not completely. In modern times, I think there may be one other metaphor at play here. When I see students and professors alike walking around campus with their face illuminated from the glow of their phone screen as they walk about, I begin to think about how that artificial light is connecting them in one sense, but disconnecting them as well. We are all failing to immerse ourselves at times in this incredibly stimulating, invigorating world that is the campus of the University of New England. The reality of this gorgeous place is that as we stride from class to class and from meeting to meeting, we often don't experience the warmth of the sun, and there will be the blowing of the cold wind this winter. I'm sure you will experience that too. But I do think that we can become apart from the world that is around us. And I don't want that world to fade too far in the background for you. I want you to maintain the balance that artificial stimuli is a way of connecting with the larger world, but everything is a swipe away, and I realize that that's an important way of looking at learning. But there are very real delights in the present world here. Tomorrow night, we are going to have fireworks down on the water, and I assure you it will be a magical night. And I hope that you can take maybe pictures with your iPhone, but I hope that you don't get so involved in the picture taking that you miss that moment, because it's going to be spectacular. When I was your age, my friends and I would go to concerts, Simon and Garfunkel. If you scored Beatle tickets, that was really good. And when we would go, it was not 21 Pilots or Imagine Dragons. But in those days, we would hold up lighters, and you would wave your lighter, okay? Now you hold up the iPhone that has the fire symbol that's on there, and everybody holds up their phones. And I get that the dancing flame on the phone may look the same, but it's not the same, okay? Trust me, it's not the same as that true fire. So don't mistake sanitized, prepackaged ideas. Don't mistake those for the kinds of hard-earned, thoughtful thinking that will come to you as you light this true fire of learning. Now is the time for you to grapple with the world as you find it, not the world as somebody has processed it, sanitized it, and put it on a screen for you. I'm asking you to do some hard work in the next 4 years, to learn not only your subject matter, but to learn about yourself in the process. Now is the time to engage real ideas, create knowledge, and light true fires of learning. One opportunity for learning we offer, as the Provost mentioned, is through global travel. Our campus in Tangier, Morocco is an amazing experience for students. In Spain and France, we have partnerships with universities, and you may participate in a medical mission to Ghana, or you may go to many other points around the globe. How many of you would like to go abroad as part of your experience here at UNE? Oh, I like that. That looks wonderful. I think it's terrific. As some of you may even visit Ireland. And as I said, it's a magical place. I hope that you would think about it. Ireland is a nation of storytellers with ancient roots. And they spend a lot of time around their peat fires talking and telling tales. As you spend the next few years on this beautiful campus, I hope you create your own story. You become a storyteller. And if you use the cool fire of today's technology, which I'm sure you will, and it will become a tool of your learning, I also hope that you come and, as I said, find your own authentic fire. Getting back to Yeats, I would like to tell you one other quote that I think is very relevant for you at this moment in your life. Yeats was a wise man. He said, "There are no strangers here today, only friends you haven't met." And as members of the class of 2020, as the Provost said, the largest class in our history, you have many new friends. So enjoy their company. I hope you enjoy the barbecue today. Embrace your studies, listen to your faculty, and light the passion that sets our campus and your future aglow with the light of learning. Thank you.
Thank you, President Ripich. And you all heard, we'll plan this later in the week, but all of us are invited to go to Ireland. So we'll be calling Atlas Travel Agency and planning those flights. Can we all come at the same time, or do you want us in shifts? Okay. I'd like now to introduce two of our distinguished deans, Dr. Jeanne Hey, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and she will be followed by Dr. Betsy Francis-Connolly, Dean of the Westbrook College of Health Professions. Dean Hey.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome, class of 2020. We're so thrilled that you're here. And I want to say especially how excited I was to see all those hands go up for people who are planning to study abroad. I am a total product of the study abroad experience. I studied abroad as a high school student, as a college student, and as a graduate student, and it transformed my life in every possibly good way. And one of the things I'm proudest of about UNE is the opportunities we have to do that. So I'm Jeanne Hey, H-E-Y, how you doing? It's really easy to remember, and I want to ask all the students to remember my name, remember my face, because I am here to help you. And I want to take this opportunity just to tell you a little bit about the College of Arts and Sciences and where we fit in your life over the next 4 years. So, you know, we use these somewhat antiquated terms like arts and sciences, but what the college really is the liberal arts college of the University of New England. And whether you're here as a medical biology major, a nursing student, a marine science major, a historian, or an education major or anything in between, you will have an undergraduate experience that is rooted, grounded in the foundations of the liberal arts, which means you're going to be stretching your brains and understanding Yeats and many others. A liberal arts, when I say study abroad transformed my life, I can genuinely say the other thing that completely transformed my life was my undergraduate years in a liberal arts college. Being made to think outside of my comfort zone, having arguments in class where I was really forced to bring data and evidence and strong argumentation to bear, where I learned to write quite simply, where I met horizons about the human experience that I simply had no idea of before, and where I learned science and mathematics to a degree much stronger than I'd learned before. We take all this stuff very seriously here, and I invite you to do the same, not only because it's good for you, not like, just taking your medicine, but it's because we know that it enriches your lives. And we also know that employers and graduate schools and future organizations that will join tell us how much they value students who come from that kind of education, and we're really proud of it. And much of that happens in the College of Arts and Sciences, and so I'm looking forward to doing that with you. The second thing that I wanted to do was talk a little bit about our faculty and give you a sense of who they are and what they mean to this institution. And to do this, I'd like to ask the faculty to rise and turn and face the student body. Please. Now, I know they're in the shadows. I'm in the screaming lights, but I hope that you can see their faces. And I ask the students just to look upon the faces of the people before you and know, first of all, that this is just a slice of our faculty. We have many more. Some are in their labs right now. Some are abroad. Some are on our Portland campus. Some are working at orientation as we speak. So these are just a few, but they're representative of a truly extraordinary group of people, and you're going to get to know them very well. And by the time you graduate, you will say that these people changed your life. So it's a very exciting time. And I just want you to know that these are experts, the highest level achievers in their field. We wear these somewhat silly looking gowns and hoods because they tell us that we have achieved the highest degrees in our fields, some of them very technically oriented and so forth, and it's a measure of what we do. In front of you, you have people who could be working anywhere in the world in their field. We have people who we have one individual who is changing the face of pain research by having innovated genetic tools to study pain perception so that the future of humanity will not suffer so much by pain. We have just another researcher who looks at the intersection of fishermen and local ecology and aquaculture to learn about our food web, to make food sustainability something that we can enjoy even into the future with global warming and bigger populations. We have an artist whose work is shown in the Portland Museum of Art, in the New York Public Library, at Harvard's art library, and far beyond. These are the pinnacle of what people can achieve, and each and every one of them has chosen to be here at UNE so that they can engage with you in your education. And that's a real privilege for me to be a dean here, and I hope for you to be a student here. So with that, thank you, faculty. Thank you, students. I welcome you. Come get to know me. And I'd like to introduce Dr. Elizabeth Francis-Connolly.
Thanks, Jeanne. On behalf of the faculty of Westbrook College of Health Professions, I too welcome you to a new academic year. As the Provost mentioned, a convocation is a call to come together for a ceremony, and our ceremony today marks the beginning of our academic year. As academics, as Dean Hey mentioned, we celebrate the distinct privilege that we have in the Academy to read, to learn, to discuss, to debate, to really think and toss about ideas, to challenge theories and create new knowledge. That's our role in the Academy. Rituals like a convocation today are important to create that shared cultural meaning among a group. And in this group, the new entering freshman class at the University of New England. So we are here today to come together, to mark this time and day, to say, We are a community of scholars, we welcome our new students, and we celebrate this academic year. A very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Hey and Dean Francis-Connolly. I'm now pleased to introduce Professor Frank Daly, Chair of the University Faculty Assembly.
Thank you, Provost Koelbl. The faculty would like to take this opportunity to welcome the class of 2020 to the University of New England. This is the class that has perfect vision, and my wife told me, although I am a vision researcher, I was through graduate school, I can't give you guys a vision talk. So, I've been here at UNE for the past 16 years, and I have taught in 4 of the 6 colleges that we have. I've worked closely with the faculty members that you guys are going to be working closely with when you start taking their courses. I've also worked closely with the undergraduates and helped advise them to get into their graduate programs of choice, to make it successfully through their time here at the University of New England. And then once I've started in the graduate programs, I've seen the same students succeed in our graduate programs because of the outstanding undergraduate education that they've had here. It's through working hard that you're really going to achieve your goals, and is using the resources here at UNE, the faculty and the student services and your peer tutors that are really going to make the difference. You should use those resources to really gain the new experiences that you're looking for to get the best education possible. What we're looking for you to do is to expand your horizons and become well-educated, highly efficient students and citizens who will lead us in the future. Remember, the faculty are here to help you and to help you achieve your goals. Study hard, push yourself, and make us all proud. Thank you, and we're looking forward to seeing you in class.
Thank you, Frank. We are a student-centered university. We don't just say that. I think we all try to live that every day. So along those lines, I'm about to introduce the person that is probably the most important person that you're going to hear from this afternoon, and that's Jessica Colpoys. Jessica hails from West Ossipee, New Hampshire, and is a member of the class of 2017. She is majoring in sports and recreation management with a concentration in sport management and a minor in elementary education. She is serving as this year's president of the UNE Undergraduate Student Government. Please give a big round of applause to Jessica Colpoys.
Thank you, Provost Koelbl. Good afternoon, class of 2020. 4 years ago, I was sitting right where you are right now. I knew when that president was talking, that's where I was going to be. And 4 years later, here I am. As I was thinking about what to put in this speech, I started to think, what do I wish I knew 4 years ago? My best piece of advice is it's okay not to know what you are doing or where you are going. Some of you may change majors, some may change hobbies, some may even change schools. Don't resist change and embrace it. You are all lucky to be coming to UNE in the middle of change. We have the University Commons coming soon, as well as football and various other initiatives to make this campus even better. Change will be inevitable all throughout your life. Embrace it and enjoy it for all your years to come. I know it's scary coming into a new place and not knowing anybody. My suggestion is don't force friendships. You will find your best friends in the most unlikely situations. 4 years ago, I was watching the VMAs, and this girl came in my room because she wanted to see the performance. 4 years later, she's my best friend, and I can't imagine living without her. These people sitting around you will likely be groomsmen at your wedding or godparents of your children. The friendships you make in college last further than the confinements of 11 Hills Beach Road. These friendships will start when you least expect them and last a lifetime. Find those meaningful relationships and hold on to them. Now, for my next piece of advice. The resources you are given here, use wisely. The University of New England has a tremendous amount of peer and professional resources that can help you as you transition into college and all throughout your college career. From personal experience, it is better to find and use these resources before you will actually need them. Midterm week is not the time to learn where the library is. Start early and continue using them throughout the year because the staff and faculty wouldn't be here without you. And they want to help you as much as they can. Finally, as you move into college, you'll make decisions that can drastically change your life. How you determine what those decisions are and how you make them is what matters. Poet Mary Oliver writes, "Doesn't everything die at last, and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one precious life?" This question is one you should remember before making any decision. What choices will make your life worthwhile? T.S. Eliot provides one possible answer to this question. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out just how far one can go. Making a life worthwhile means taking risks and going outside of your comfort zone. Even though you may be going into medical biology, don't forget you've always wanted to write a book. Or if you were going into business, don't forget you've always wanted to act in a play. Even within the boundaries of your major, keep in mind that every moment is an opportunity to open doors that appear to be sealed shut. Take a chance that what is on the other side is where you need to go. It is very likely that you will change your major or minor several times and that your life will take unexpected turns. But always remember, every moment counts. Keep the doors open. Go too far. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Thank you, and welcome to UNE Class of 2020.
Jessica, I have to do different speeches throughout the year. Will you write some of them for me, please? We're getting close here, but I want to leave you with a small mathematical equation. And you can double check my math on your cell phones if you'd like. But remember that 8 times 15 equals 120. And that's, generally speaking, the magic number to get to graduation on time. 8 semesters in a row, 15 semester hours at least, 120 credit hours. We do love you all. We're really happy that you came to UNE. But in addition to spending time with you over the next 4 years, we dearly want you to graduate on time, move on to the next phase of your lives or careers, whether it's graduate or professional school or the beginning of a new career. So while we'll see each other often in the meantime, let's all make a date in our calendars to get together again in May 2020 at commencement. And if you're counting, that's only 3 years and 9 months from now. So it's pretty much like a couple of weeks from now. So you really need to stay focused and keep working hard. We know that each of you had many options for college, and we're very grateful that you chose UNE. We will prove to you that it was the right choice. As you leave tonight, as part of the UNE family, remember to study hard, be thoughtful, help each other, take care of each other, and oh yeah, have some fun along the way. And there's lots of fun to be had here too. As we leave the forum, we'd ask the students to remain in your seats till the faculty have marched out, led by Dean Hey and Dean Francis-Connolly. Congratulations on the beginning of your life at the University of New England. Our convocation ceremonies are now concluded. Thank you.
I